What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the Janeau Show, Jeremiah's Point of View. As you know, this video will be on my YouTube channel, Janeau Show. Go watch old videos, listen to old podcast episodes. Speaking of my podcast, I did an episode a couple hours ago. You can go now, listen to it on podcast platforms everywhere. The Art of Truth is the name of the new episode this week. For the first, I'm still debating the second episode. I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna get that chance to put that out there too. Everything's pressed right now. A lot of things going on for me going forward. I gotta say, man, I am very appreciative of everybody out there that's been viewing the clips that I posted last week on YouTube or on Facebook, on Instagram, social media pretty much. I appreciate all you guys looking. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate everything, man. Thank you guys. Shout out to my fellow podcasters out there. Shout out to the people that's been following me. Appreciate it. Like I said, man, you comment, I will comment back, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I can't thank you guys enough, man. So, we're doing pretty good numbers with the viewership. I'm doing pretty good with the viewership. Got like 28 views on one, 22 on another. The other video I did like earlier in the week, last week, it's like 16 now, 17 views, so I've been, and that's without, even boosting it or promoting it on social media like that, so I'm doing views, but, anytime, you get to move and do things like that, it's pretty cool and pretty awesome. So thank you guys for continuously viewing it, and hopefully you guys are liking what I'm saying, and hopefully you take that minute clip and you want to go see the whole vid. The video is on my YouTube channel again, Janeau Show YouTube channel. Go watch. So let's start it. Let's start the video podcast episode today. So I posted on social media. I posted on my social media. I want to say yesterday. That today is a new series, and usually I get on here during the week, and I just start talking. I start talking shit. Don't really know what the fuck I was trying to say. It's just a bunch of bullshit jumbled into some knowledge, jumbled into some what I feel, jumbled into not losing my goddamn mind. And so, I said earlier in the podcast, every time I introduce it, every time I introduce the videos, I say, welcome to the Janeau Show, Jeremiah's Point of View. Well, it's time for me to finally use that point of view. And that's exactly what it is. It's a point of view. It's a point of view. It's my point of view of life, of what I feel I can do to improve minds. Hopefully you listen to the video and you like what I'm saying. And some of the things you would take and maybe approve into yours and bring it to your life and enjoy that way. I don't know. But what I will say is, some of it is a point of view, and some of it is just random shit that I'm dealing with. Some shit that I see on social media, and I'm like, see, certain things, and like, what the fuck is that? So today is not a random shit day. Well, it could be. Depends on how I feel when I start talking. But I will. Today I went to therapy, and every month I pretty much start my month off with a therapy session. I go to therapy, to pretty much talk. Get my thoughts out. Sometimes you can't really bounce those thoughts off of your family or your friends, your loved ones, because they know you too much. They know who you are, so they think that that can't be you. You can't have that feeling. You can't. And, so you try to talk to them about something that's really going on, and then they be like, that's not right. You'll be all right. You'll figure it out later. And it's like, nah, man, I just need to talk. I don't need you to talk back. I just need you to listen. And some people just so damn just, you'll get that. You'll get over that. And it's like, no, I'm trying to have a conversation with you about how I feel. And you could probably even be like I say all the time, man, sometimes we don't need people to talk back. We just need to listen, man. We just need a person with an ear that could just listen. I don't need you to talk back. I could talk, I could do the talking. Now, if you say something of value, then all right, we're going somewhere with this. But if you just like, if I tell you what I feel and then you like, man, you get over that shit. It is what it is. Man, you'll figure that shit out. And it's like, nah, it's like a real conversation I need to have. So I was at therapy today. That's why I go to therapy. You know, I think I'm past the diagnosis of the of the therapy sessions, and that's what my therapist was telling me before I left. She was like, you're different than any other patient. She was like, I have different patients, and I have to think of all different types of methods of how to fix things and help them. I won't say fix, help them. And she was like, you're different. She was like, you actually, I'm not actually like helping you with anything. I'm actually just giving you a perspective, and helping you get to bettering yourself. And I said on my podcast today, you know, sometimes it's not about bettering yourself for people. Sometimes it's about bettering yourself for you. You know, do you like the person you see in the mirror every day? Can you wake up and go in the mirror and say, you know what, that's a good person. I see that person every day. I see the growth in that person. Maybe everybody else doesn't see that growth in that person, but I see it. And if that's all you need to know, then that's all you need to know. I don't think that you're not, and because if you're trying to please people, you're never gonna please people. That's just no way in hell that shit is possible to be pleasing every single person, because every single person don't have the same reasons why they need you in their life. Like, think about that. Have you ever thought about that? Like, every single person don't have the same reasons why they need you in their life. People might need you because you a great talker and they like to bounce conversations off of you and they like to hear what you have to say about their life and their point of view. Some people like you because you listen. You listen to what they're saying. You understand how they feel. You know, you're just listening. You're like, oh, okay, that's interesting, right? And then you got certain people that got you in your life, maybe because you could buy a lot of shit. Who knows? You might be a buyer. You might be somebody that likes to buy shit and prove that they're a person, or they're a man, or a woman, or whatever the fuck you are. Like, they want to prove that. And then you got some people in this world that are literally protectors. Some are providers. Some are, you know, talk shitters. You know, so you got people you got people that like you just because you talk shit, and they like. I probably would never take that motherfucker around my family, like my mom and them, because he talk too much shit. But around the people, by my like clubs and shit, hell yeah, I take that nigga anywhere I go. We just gotta make sure we can't fight everybody, because a lot of these niggas be pulling guns or some shit. But but it's that, and I think. But we were talking about today. My therapist and me were talking about is success stress, which is very interesting. And I would have done this for question of the week after I sat with it a couple of days and really got back into my thought process, and because that stumbled me and because I think I answered so fast, I was like, yeah, success is stress, because you're trying to keep up with people that you will never keep up with. If you're trying to keep up, if you're trying to make money, if you're a millionaire, you're never going to be rich enough to be considered the person or the guy. I when I see people get on Forbes and Billboard and they're like, he's at Forbes and they're a billionaire, it's like, okay, great for them. What the fuck does that have to do with me? The fuck, great for them. What the fuck they got to do with me? I feel like, but that's what we were talking about. We were talking about success. We were talking about stress. Today we were talking about stress and therapy, and she asked me that. She was like, "Is success stress? Is you thinking that is success stress?" And I said, "Yeah." I think because, like I said, you're trying to keep up with people that you will never be able to keep up with, and plus you're trying to live your life the way you see fit. It's a hard fucking thing. And so we were just talking. We were just, she was like, I like talking to you because, usually I do have a plan in place for all of these people. But for you, when you come in, we just talk. She's like, it's just uncut raw. I like to talk with you because I like to see where you're at with it. And today it kind of got me a little bit, a couple times, because I'm so used to always having an answer, always having an answer, always having an answer, and it just took me a minute. A couple times she stumbled me a couple times because I had to think, and it's that. And I think that when it comes to us as people, we move in a way where we feel like we're in a race every fucking day, and I don't know what the fuck we're chasing. She told me like, what are we racing for? Like, what are you trying to get to? The grave? Like, that's the finish line. Pretty much, you're gonna die. That's the end. So what is the race? And I had a different mindset with that. And my thing is, why are we racing when life is a journey and it's gonna take a while? And I get it that, like I say all the time, like we see debt, and debt is now becoming like they're trying to make debt normalized kind of a little bit. Like it's a normal thing. We know people die, but we don't see. I've never seen teenagers and 20-year-olds and people close to my age and like 30s and all of them passing away, and then you know their names and you know what they stood for and what they are and who they are, and it breaks you down a little bit and makes you think like, God damn, like shit, I gotta hurry up, I gotta get mine before the clock runs out. And that's what scares most of us, right? And that was another thing we was talking about. She was like, you create the stress because you're afraid now. You have such a panic now to make it or do something of value that you don't even get a chance to sit and actually breathe and think about what's going on in life. And I think that's what his whole mindset of mine has started to kick in more and more, because I'm not racing for nothing. I'm not gonna win anything. I'm not getting a medal. I'm not doing anything. Like, I feel bad for a lot of those kids that gave up their childhood just to be in the Olympics, because you got, and not just the U.S., like kids here in the U.S., it's kids all around the world that literally gave up their childhood just to train for the fucking Olympics. Then you finally get there and you end up fucking gold, or not even qualifying for the final events. And now you gotta think, like, what the fuck do I do now? And that's how crazy that shit is. And maybe it fuels you to come back stronger the next year, or maybe it makes you even more of a questioner of life. It's like, what the fuck do I do now? And it makes me feel like that's kind of how, like, at work, at this life I live now, my mindset is I'm not racing for nothing. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. I think I'm good. I overthink a lot, which, I think that's life. And I got nothing but time on my hands, so of course I probably overthink too much. But the goal is never to let your thoughts linger into bad shit, which mines have done. I said it numerous times. I've had depression in my life. So I think continuously for me, I just want y'all out there to take what I say and really understand what I'm saying to you guys. Is I said a lot, tweeted a lot, put it on a lot of things. I'm starting to like put quotes out there from songs I liked and grew up, I listened to and I love a lot, and I love the meanings of them. You can always find something out of something. I don't really like that method of you can find something out of nothing. Nah, It was nothing for a reason. You might have found something, but the other two, three, four people couldn't find shit out of it. So you maybe found something, but those other people couldn't. So I really am a firm believer in you only find something out of something. You could create something and you can find something, you can do something. Even this, doing videos and podcasts, like, that's not nothing. I sit and think and, now it's time to unload what I got in my brain. So I hope more of us out there in this world really take into account that this is not a fucking race. I get it. Everybody wants to be seen and not heard. I get it. People want to make it seem like money is the root. They say money is the root of all evil, but yet everybody's in the chase to get this fucking thing called money. It's kind of rare, don't you think? That money is the root of all evil, but yet the money is the reason why everybody's doing what the fuck they're doing right now. You might hate what the fuck you do, but you're doing it because you know you need money. That's some fucking funny shit to say. It's like, how the fuck can you say it's the root of all evil, but yet everybody's chasing to get it? It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. So I guess it's not the root of all evil. But yeah, man, I just want more and more people to understand that you got one life. Yes, go hard. It is one life. Go hard, but when you have those moments, and they are so fucking rare, when you could just live in it, live in the fucking moment, enjoy it. You deserve it. Embrace it. You deserve it. I don't want to work for nothing. I want to enjoy what I do. I love what I do. I might not get paid anything for it, but that will come if I keep pushing. But I told my therapist today, I don't even think I'm doing this because I want money or success. I'm doing it because I love what I do, and I got a passion for it, and it's something that I see people are starting to really enjoy and understand. At the end of the day, it's all that matters. I don't think that money and success ever came into my mindset. I hope you guys really enjoy what I do too. Clearly, it's starting to work, and like I said, man, we grow together. There is no Janeau show without now some of the supporters. There's no Janeau videos without y'all commenting, y'all showing me love. Because then I would just be thinking, like I used to think, I'm just saying shit. Don't really sound like it's even hitting. But now that I see y'all kind of really fucking with it, I appreciate it. Because I ain't like a lot of these people. I do care what y'all say and think. If it's positive. Let me say that. Let me go back. Hold on. If it's positive, I love what y'all saying and thinking, man. Appreciate it. And I actually, even if it's a little criticism towards it, I'd rather the debate and I'd rather have the conversation than for you to just be like, oh, this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. I'd rather you have a conversation. And every time I look on social media now, I'm getting these videos from like people talk about like how fame is fake and success is like, who do you think is the most successful? And it's not even about the person anymore. It's about trying to outlast everybody that they think can be you. And it's crazy. And I just want people to know you and me are not the same. Don't mean we can't do the same thing and have the same passion. But your story and my story are two different things. The way you look at the world and life is completely different than the way I look at the world and life. It just is, man. And the more you let these people continuously try to make you seem like everybody needs to be on the same accord and same page, is going to turn you into a crazy son of a bitch. So follow what you do, believe in what you're creating, and enjoy your fucking life. And if they got a problem with that, fuck them. It's the Janeau Show. I see y'all on YouTube, Martin Janeau Show YouTube. Go listen to the podcast today, The Art of Truth. And I'll talk to y'all and see y'all soon.